be all right with me and you. Everything is going to be okay. It's Tuesday, one day after Monday, after Sunday. That's what Monday is, but we right here. It's technically Wednesday, but we still steer in the right direction. We going to make corrections where we are wrong, but we still sing along. Yeah, so I say la la la, and I make sure that I don't smoke la 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 no more. But back in the day, yeah, they took up a lot of cash, and I was making a lot, so the hash that I was putting inside the blunt was not giving me the type of money that I want. And you might be in the type of position where you feel like you're working hard, but the mission ain't paying off, and it's paying soft. You ain't making enough, and yeah, times are really rough and tough. And you might blame the Democratic Party for your situation, but think about it. It makes no sense. You gotta make dollars and cents. You work hard, and you gotta do it, God. You know what I'm talking about? This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host on 752, and we are talking about you're only making enough money to pay your bills, even though that you work hard and you got skills, and you feel like you should be having a raise. But in each day you pray and give praise to the Lord above and ask him, yo, can you make me make a couple of dollars so I can holler, have me a couple of things so I can get my family straight, and I don't really have to do no more and wait. You might have to wait. You still gotta work hard and wait, work hard and wait, work hard and wait. Yeah, I know that it does not seem the thing to do, but it's me and you. So we gotta put the glue together. Let me break it down for you. If you're not making enough at your job, you gotta restructure your things that you're doing. Don't rob. You don't have to start hating on somebody who has more. What you gotta do is you gotta do more. You gotta do something. Get your hustle on. Yo, do something, get stronger, muscles going. And if you don't, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself, and you got to make sure that to work, you got your health straight. So are we good? Listen, man, what we talking about tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show. We are talking about only making enough money to pay your bills. A lot of people feel like they are only making enough money out here to cover their expenses, their monthly expenses, those revolving accounts. You know, only making enough money to pay your bills. Even when that's not really true, it can feel like it's true. Like even if you're making a good salary, but it seems like the bills are piling on, it can feel like you're just not making enough money, like life isn't fair, like you just picked the wrong career, you just don't have the right job, like everybody else is moving up, everybody is doing better, and here you are, stuck in the middle lane, not going slow, not going too slow, definitely not passing and going fast. But when you take a real strong look at your situation, a lot of times you can find a diamond in the rough. A lot of times you can find a reason why things ain't going right. And normally you don't have to look any farther than the mirror. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. He ain't getting paid enough at his job. Well, when you're not getting paid enough at the job, the first thing that you probably need to do is ask yourself, why are you working at that job? I mean, people work on jobs for years, like some kind of miracle is going to happen. Some kind of hocus pocus, presto changeo, abracadabra. Like they're just going to bless you with a $10,000 or $20,000 a raise or whatever in your job, and you know you may not work in the field where that's even remotely going to happen. You might work in an industry where you know that you don't get paid like that, especially if you work a union job. And shout out to all of the unions. Shout out to all of the unions. This is not an attempt to diss union work by any means. But you know, when you work in a union, you are only going to get paid as much as other people on the job get paid. Now, some people who have seniority will get paid a little bit more because they've been on the job more. But when the new contract comes through, for the most part, everybody is around the same pay scale, is on the same pay scale. So if you're not making enough money on a union job and you're not doing anything else to make any extra money, and you're talking about you don't have enough money to pay your bills, well, guess what? you're going to be in that situation for a little while longer. But what can you do? I want to help you out. So glad you came through. Well, this is the DG Show, Daily Go Getterism. My name is they call me Son 752. That's God, power, and wisdom. I don't smoke the ism. Make sure I keep my head straight, and I can't wait to do a little something so I can feel like I'm on a date, and a date with destiny. I feel like I'm almost there. I'll be there in a minute. Yeah. So have you ever been in a situation where you feel like you're only making enough money to pay your bills? Where you're only making enough money to pay your bills. I don't care whether you make $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, 6 figures. If you don't exercise self-control, then you're never going to make enough money to be able to enjoy your life. You know, because if you can't control your spending, and you can't control your buying, or should I say, let me put it this way. You know, my sisters used to always tell me when I was younger that my eyes was bigger than my stomach. My eyes was bigger than my stomach, which meant like I was greedy. You see like a big plate of food and you try to eat that big plate of food, but the plate of food weighs almost as much as you do. You don't have to prove yourself by eating the whole plate of food. Eat enough to where you're not hungry anymore. Put the rest away, come back and eat some later on. But there's a certain type of mentality, like we're animals or something, eating to survive. And you know how animals are in the wild. So they eat, they better eat all that they can right there, because that might be their last meal for the day. There's no guarantee that they're going to eat tomorrow. Well, we don't have to do that as human beings. So when my sisters used to say that my eyes were bigger than my stomach, they were saying that you're biting off more than you can chew. And that's what we do a lot of times when it comes to our expenses. That's what we do a lot of times when it comes to our bills. We figure like, all right, this only costs this much. I can pay for it this month. I can pay for it, on a monthly basis. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But then you find yourself paying 20 here, 50 here, 40 here. I'm talking about credit cards, minimum balances. I'm sorry, minimum payments. Yeah, that's only, buy something that costs $500 here. Let's say you buy a PlayStation 5, then you bought a receiver or a home theater system. That was $1,000. Got $1,500 on the card. You think it ain't no big deal because you got, I don't know, $5,000 credit limit on the card. You done dropped $1,500. The thing is, you might not be finished spending. You just had yourself a little bit of fun. You got yourself a PS5, got yourself a home theater system. You playing and sounding good. Yeah, this thing. Maybe you already had the TV. So you're thinking like, okay, I can pay like between $50 and $75 a week. A month. No big deal. Now, you might be the type of person that's thinking, well, I'm going to hurry up and pay this off. Shout out to all of the people who pay for things with their credit card, even though they have the cash. It's a bad practice. It really is. It's a bad practice. Now, I've heard people make excuses for it, like, well, this is good for my credit. It's good for my credit. It's good for my credit. It's good for my credit. Yeah, you think it is. What's the use in something being good for your credit if it's bad for your pockets? So you thinking about being rich later in credit, but broke now? I don't know. For me, the math don't be mathing that way. But when you're the type of person that has to have everything that you see, and you're nickel and diamond. So, I spent $500 on this card, $1,500 on this card, $700 on this card, only $250 on this card. It gets to adding up. So, but minimum payment, 50 here, 75 there, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you're the type of person that reads your credit card statements like I do, and you see how much they're taking out when they calculate your minimum payment, you might only be paying about somewhere between $10 and $11. I'm sorry, $10 to $15 more than whatever the finance charge was. Credit cards now with the APR, the annual percentage rate, the finance rate, would it be like 29%, some old crazy stuff nowadays? That was unheard of back in the day. That was predatory lending back in the day. Nowadays, it's the flavor of the day. So you look at your credit card statement and you see that if you pay $50, the finance charge might be like $30, $35. So it's going to take you forever to pay that down. They ain't going to bother you though. They ain't going to say nothing because you spend it. So, you have to start being a little bit better with your money, a little bit smarter with your money. It's your money. It's your money. And, so regardless of what I say, you're going to spend the way that you feel like spending because it is your money. Let me shout out my peoples. Thanks for coming through, y'all. And as y'all come in, please do me one solid. I ain't going to ask you for a whole lot, but I have one request. Well, that's what I got. I need y'all to hit that like button. Please do it as you come in. Don't start fronting. Sometimes you come in listening to the show, get a little mesmerized, thinking about when your eyes, and I ain't thinking about pushing the like button, but I need you to do that today. Please don't delay. Hit the like button, please, 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 please. Just hit the like button. I'm not going to ask you for nothing. You don't have to pay for nothing around here. I'm not selling you nothing. All I'm asking you to do is hit the like button. You do that for me, everything will be all right. You don't do it, everything is going to be all right, but it'll be more all right. It'll be all righter if you hit the like button. What up? T. Carey Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. What's good, ma? Thanks for coming on through. And I see you, Carrie Zilla, too. What up? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming back through, as a matter of fact. And also, who's that? Matthias. Amen, brother. No doubt. We're going to talk a little bit about money tonight. Listen, I'm not going to give you all no crazy financial advice tonight because, look, I like to have nice things and I spend my money on the things that I want to spend my money on. But I'm about saving some money too. And a lot of people think when we talk about only having enough money to pay your bills, I hear a lot of people say, I don't make enough money to save. If you make enough money to spend, then you make enough money to save. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into all of that. All right. Dimples D's is all up in the house. What up, Dimples? What up, Dimples? Thanks for coming on through. Appreciate you. TK Wright says, I think that we all can relate to only making enough to pay the bills. We shouldn't all be able to relate to that. But sometimes you have way more than enough money to pay the bills, but it doesn't feel like it. And I'm gonna show you how and why sometimes it doesn't feel like you have any money left over, even though you might. All right. Matthias says, do you use credit even though you have debit? No. When I have the money, cash money, I go ahead and spend it because I don't want to see the bill later on. I'm going to tell y'all one thing about myself, and I'm not going to lie, and I've always been this way. I don't like paying bills. If it was up to me, I wouldn't pay a single bill. Ever. None. Zero. I can't live my life that way because, you have to pay bills. But you know how a lot of people say, well, what would you do if you won the lottery and you let's say you won the Powerball and you made all of this money? And most people say, I would pay off all my bills. I would pay off all my bills. I would pay all my bills. If you think I won't win, I will. I'm going to pay them off like I got skills. I'm going to pay them off like I was already making the money. I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to be the only one around here who don't have no expenses. I'm going to do it with the quickness. No, I wouldn't pay no bills. If I won the lottery, I ain't paying no bills. I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay no bills. For what? Shoot. They like, people say, yeah, because, you need the credit. You need the credit. I'm like, no, people who don't have money need credit. People who have a lot of money don't need no credit. They got money. Money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can go out and buy a brand new car, late model, nice thing, foreign. If you can go out and buy it with all cash, why wouldn't you do that? Most of us can't do it. So here we are. We put, I don't know, somewhere between $2,000 and $10,000 on a vehicle that costs $40,000. And here we are almost paying $1,000 a month over 6 years. It's crazy out here. It's not a good look. If you had $50,000, then you would be able, if you had $50,000 cash, let's say you got the duffel bag, you got the backpack full of money. Like, yo, I got 50K up in here. But listen, I need that ride and I need it for 45. I know the ride costs 52. I need it for 45. Now that's what I have in here. You can count it and everything. Put it in the cash counter, whatever you're gonna do. But I'm walking out of here with this 45 if y'all don't give me the give me the ride for that. And that's all I have too. I don't have 45 and 500. I got 45,000. What you think? What you think he gonna do? What you think that car dealer gonna do? All right, Mr. Johnson, come on in to the back. We're gonna draw up this paperwork. No payment. So, but most of us don't have that. So, and a lot of times, getting back to the winning the lottery example, we think that our key to happiness is being debt free, but there's no such thing as being debt free. There's no such thing. Millionaires and billionaires have mad debt, but we don't feel that because we worrying about our little hundreds or thousands that we owe. And we feel so bogged down. Like you making good money, but you still feel bogged down because you gotta pay. Oh, did I forget? Am I gonna get a late fee? Oh, I forgot to pay Citibank. I forgot to pay Chase Manhattan. I forgot to pay all the Wells Fargo. I forgot to pay. I got store credit cards. Life is hard, and sometimes I get down so much. I pray to God, can you take the bills away? Can you take my ability to be buying shit every day? Y'all, Amazon.com, Walmart, Target, motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. It's bad, and you spend so much, and it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel mad, but when you bought it, you was glad. Yo, look, I got a brand new TV for the 3rd year in a row. Black Friday, you know how it go, and I'ma do it next year. What happened to the 75-inch from last year? It's at 85 this year. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Okay, let me get this thing straight. And then we gonna put on our uniform, and then we gonna go ahead and take off. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show, we are talking about only making enough money to pay your bills. Are you really only making enough money to pay your bills, or is that all your perception? Is that just your perception? Because sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not, and sometimes it is. All right. Carrie Zilla says you pay 3 times more than whatever you bought. Well, exactly. Don't pay that minimum payment. Pay them things off. Get them out of your life. Mati says, I love your energy, bro. And do I have any business advice? Sort of yes and sort of no. I have more life advice. If you structure your life in a certain kind of way, that will get your business straight as well. So I have a lot of it. I have a lot of life advice. Not that I don't be fucking up myself. Don't get me wrong. All right. Carriezilla says on Android you have to hit 3 dots to get it. Get what? What are we talking about? Wait a minute, Carriezilla says I have been watching for you. Credit cards are a deal with the devil. Credit cards are a good thing to have, but they're not a good thing to use all the time. It's good for an emergency or something like that. But if you know that you don't have $3,000 in the bank, why would you spend $3,000 on something? Because people be like, what's the use in working if I only have enough money to pay my bills? What's the use in working if I only have enough money to pay my bills? Man, don't you know it's starving kids in Africa that can't afford to pay no bills? Huh? Don't you know? I mean, you made the bills. You don't have to pay no. The only bills you have to pay are the ones you made. It's not like they be sending you bills that you didn't make. Like, you got to pay your neighbors across the street cable bill because they short this month. You don't have to pay that. You got to pay your own cable bill. All right, you cut the cord. You don't have no cable bill, but you got all of these apps. You might as well go ahead and get cable, son. All right, let's do this. It's time for us to get dressed. Let's do this. Yeah, none contested. Let's do this. Put on my cow bones. Yeah, we do it every night. Can't leave it alone. Put on my cow bones. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. It's 752 coming straight to you. Yeah, put on my cow bones. Yes, yeah, I said put on my cow bones. I said cow bones. All right, here we go. Let me see this one. Okay. All right. How I look? Ridiculous to some, pretty spiffy to others. Are y'all ready to put yours on? Are you ready? You choose between the 3. Which one do y'all want to put on? These are genuine cow bone necklaces. You see? Hold on, let me let y'all see mine. You know what I mean? You see the structure. You might think it's wood, but it's not. These are genuine cow bones. Moo, moo. And so are these. So are these. So are these. So I'm going to let you choose which one you want to put on. Do you want to put on the one on the left? Nice. Yeah, nice. Cool. Or the one in the middle? A little darker. Or the one on the right? Nice pattern. Cool. The right has been winning lately. Which one do y'all want to wear? The one on the right? Yes. The one in the middle? Or the one on the left? Which one? Which one? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? It looks like, all right. Dan Sims says the one on the right. Matthias says the one in the middle. So it's either the one on the right or the one in the middle. That's this one. TK Wright says the one on the right. Okay. So we need a couple of more votes. Join in. All right. Carriezilla says middle. We got 2 for middle and we have 2 for right. Who's going to break the tie? Who's going to break the tie? Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. KP says left. So we have 2 for right, 2 for the middle, and 1 for the left. What's it going to be? Don't take all day. We need 1 more vote, so I have to say which one. Dan Sim says right. You can't vote twice. I see you. So which one? Come on, we need 1 more vote. We need a tiebreaker for the left and the middle and the right. Those are the ones that are winning. So all right, so that's the middle. And that's the right. All right. Carriezilla says, now I like the detail on the right. Oh, you changed it? All right. The right it is. That's all I need. Oh, wait. Tiffany Jack said middle. KP says, all right. I think the right is winning. I believe. All right, let's do it. I think the right is winning. So let's go with the right. All right, let's see. All right, y'all, I need you to stick your neck out. Stick your neck out. No Diddy. Everything is okay. This is a safe space. Everything's fine. All right. Oh, y'all looking good. Y'all looking good. Now, and I'm going to prove it to you. Let me give you the ocular proof. Let me give you the ocular proof so you can see how y'all looking out here. Looking good. Looking real good. You know what I'm saying? Real good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Ladies looking good. Looking sweet. Looking lovely. Looking pretty. Looking gorgeous. Looking beautiful. Looking sexy. Brothers, you're looking fly. You're looking handsome. You're looking suave. You're looking debonair. You got your soft stuff on there. Smooth guy. Look at you. Look at everybody. Y'all looking real good. And I think that you're wearing the cow bones, and you should. Yeah, you're coming through. It is looking good on you. Looking good on you in the mirror times two. Yeah, I see you running down the street with your cow bones. Yeah, girls and guys that can't leave you alone. It doesn't matter which one you pick, but I know one thing, you're looking kind of sick. And I mean sick in the good way. That's how we play. It's going to be a real good night today. All right, so let's go. Let's go. So we are talking about making just enough money to pay your bills. What do y'all know about feeling like you only make enough money to pay your bills? When was the last time you complained about it? Like, yo, man, you know, the times is hard. This economy is crazy. And, you know, you hear a lot of people talk about the economy. These Democrats got the economy messed up. You know what I mean? We ain't making no money when Trump was in. You know, we was making more money. Well, here's the thing. You can blame politics on the economy overall. And we do that when our own situation is messed up, when our own personal situation is good. You know, we don't blame any politician or even care about it. But when things aren't going right and we feel like we're being cheated or overtaxed and all of that kind of stuff, then we want to say, you know, I've never heard anybody say the Republican Party is taking all of my money, whatever. But here's how I look at it. I don't remember the Democratic Party putting a limit on how much you can make or how much you can spend. I don't remember that happening. I don't remember ever going to a job interview or getting a job offer where they was like, yo, we would offer you $75,000 a year, but those damn Democrats said you can only make 60. I never been to an interview where they said that. I never went in a store and they said, you know what, yo, even though your credit card has 5,000 on it, we can only allow you to spend 1,500. You got to save 35 because you never know. I never heard of any politician putting those types of restrictions or guidelines on your spending or your ability to make money. If you're not making a lot of money or enough money to cover your expenses at a job, there are two things that are strikingly clear to me. Either you spend more and are living beyond your means, or you don't work at a job that pays you enough. Sometimes we work at jobs where, you know, it gives us a personal satisfaction. Like, you know, I have people, I've been working there for a long time. I feel like I'm helping people, you know, my coworkers and all of that. So you have settled into a comfort zone that makes you uncomfortable when the check comes. There's no reason that your check should come every other week or every week or however you get paid and you're not even looking forward to it. And that's how it goes when you're only making enough money to pay your bills. You know, the check day come and you like, man, I don't care about this check. This is, you know, how some people who get paid every 2 weeks, every other week, or however you term it, they be like, you know, one check is for the bills and the other check is for a little bit of fun. But more than likely, if you are only making enough money to pay your bills, one check is all for the bills and the next check has a little bit left over, but you still have to pay bills on that. And it might be getting you down. It might be bringing you down. It's really, really souring the mood at the party. But like I said, you only have to pay the bills that you make. You don't buy anything. You don't pay anything. And I know I know it sounds too simple. I don't want to oversimplify things. And trust me, I'm not saying that I have it going on like that. But I take a hard look at some of the at my expenses every month. And there's certain things that I have to cut out. Like a few months ago, we did a show similar to this one. We was talking about, our monthly expenses and all of that kind of stuff. And if you look in your phone, and you look at all the apps on your phone. I don't know if any of you have ever done this, but look at all the apps you have on your phone. Now, are all of those apps that you have on your phone for free? Your HBO, your Showtime, your Stars, your Disney, your what they call Showtime now, Paramount Plus. Is it all free? Or are you paying for those? You cut the cord, no cable bill, but you're paying for all of these apps. Do you even use them? How about you got a Target app on your phone, a Walmart app? I know you got an Amazon. Who don't have an Amazon app on their phone? How hot is your Amazon app? You know what? Do this real quick. Go to your Amazon app and do this. As soon as I go into Amazon, Prime Day comes up. Go on your Amazon app and push that personal button where it says your orders. And let's see when your last order was. And some of y'all may have orders coming up. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So when you go down your orders and you see like delivered, will be delivered this day, that day, delivered. This is where your money is. This is just one source. This is where your money goes. It ain't hard to track your money. Yeah. And you might be looking at it like, I didn't spend a lot. I just got this. I got a little Amazon Fresh, and I got a little, I gotta have food. And they have some discounts on some things that I really like, and some organic stuff, and I got some paper towels and some toilet paper and some soap and some magic erasers and and some laundry detergent. They got cheap, the Gain or Tide Pods or whatever. Yeah. You see, that's one source of where a lot of your money is going. So your Amazon is a shopping app. That's not your gas. That's not your phone. That's not your electric. That's not your water. That's not your rent. That's not your mortgage. This is extra. Your Amazon app will keep you in the red. Mainly because they coming up with more and more suggestions, purchase suggestions. You might have swore to yourself, like, I'm not spending no more. I swear. I'm not spending no more. I swear. I don't care if they send me another suggestion. I'm not spending no more money. For real, a lesson is what I learned, and a blessing is what I earned. I'm not spending no more. I'm telling you for sure. You might think I'm lying because I said it before, but I believe that I'm telling the truth more than I was before when I was saying I'm talking up my ass. Now I'm talking now, and I'm not talking fast. I gotta save a couple of dollars. Do you save a couple of dollars? Do you? How many of y'all save money every month? Oh, by the way, y'all can call into the show. You can call into the show. If you want to call in, make your voice heard. Don't worry, you won't be on camera. Nobody's going to see you. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to see you rocking the bonnet in your nightgown. You know what I mean? Butt naked. It's just your voice. Just your voice. We won't even be able to hear that you don't have no clothes on or nothing like that. I know it's 2:00 in the morning. Matter of fact, it's 2:36 in the morning. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. The number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, 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 y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. Call 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. And then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You can rock on and do the damn, do the damn thing. And this is a totally uncensored show. You can say it how you mean it. You can say it how you feel it. You can express it the way it really is. You want to curse, you want to cuss, you want to swear, you can do it where? Right here. You want to see how you want to scream, you want to holler. How much is it going to call you? Nah, no dollars. Everything is going to be okay. I can promise you that on a Wednesday, but this show really goes for a Tuesday. But I'm talking y'all today. All right. Who saves money? How much do you save? You don't have to say how much you save, but do you make a conscious effort to save some money every month? Because a lot of people claim that they don't make enough money to save money. And it always raises my eyebrows when I hear somebody say that. Like, what do you mean you don't make enough money to save? If you make enough money to spend, then you make enough money to save. You can always put away a little bit of money. Some people think that they have to put away a bunch of money or they're not saving anything. But you're not thinking about the big picture. And that might be the reason why you think that all your money is going towards your bills. You know, I believe in how things add up. Simple math. 1 plus 1 equals 2. You done double whatever it was that you had before at the lowest level. So let's say if your take home pay, and this is just my opinion, if your take home pay is, let's say, $1,200, I mean, because in this economy, $1,200 is not a lot of money. Okay, cool. So $1,200. In my opinion, if you make $1,200 take home pay every 2 weeks, so it's essentially $600 on each check. And and with the taxes and everything that came out, more than likely the $1,200 is your take. If $1,200 is your take home pay, your gross pay was probably somewhere between $1,600 and $1,700. That's how bad it is out here. Yeah. So if you take home $1,200, I'm thinking you should at least save $200. Now you might be saying, but how am I going to save $200? Easily do that shit. Because you got to look at it like, instead of you making $600 a week take home, which was the $1,200 check, right? Look at it like you paid you only got paid $500, because you're not going to miss that $100. $100. My man put me on with this, and it was one of the truest things I've heard in a long time. He said for an adult nowadays, $100 is more like a dollar. $100 is the new dollar to adults, because you go to the market or grocery store, whatever you call it in your region. How much do you wind up spending for a little bit of food? At least $100, right? You buy a little bit of meat, a little bit of juice, a little bit of dry goods, rice, cereal, macaroni, spaghetti, pasta, whatever. Next thing you know, you looking at, if you're like me, you're already looking at the subtotal on the register. Like, this thing going up too fast, but it's going to be like $100 real quick. Now, if you drink or you smoke, I know that your $100 goes fast as hell, because it costs a lot of money to drink and smoke, especially if you go out to drink and smoke. Where's the lie? My man Buana, Buana Haguski. What's going on, my peoples? Thanks for coming through. All right. Eli Rodriguez. Carrie Zilla said, I want to, but I'm nervous. If no one else does, I might. Don't be scared. This is as safe as it gets. TK Wright says, I do. I save $700 a month or more. That's not bad. Because if you think about it over a year, if you save $700 a month, then over a year, I mean, we're talking about 10 months times 700, that's 7,000. You add on another 1,400. Huh? Hey, that sounds like a good Christmas to me. Or a down payment or something. Or just stacking, maybe investing that into some kind of business, stocks, bricks of coke on the street. Eli Rodriguez says all the time, bruh, I should have been on that show, Extreme Cheapskates. I hear you. The older I get, man, the cheaper I get. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, my balling days are over. I'm not sure if they was ever really there. I don't know. I was always balling on the budget. TK Ray says, I need to channel my inner Eli Rodriguez. Buana says, get a stash account and invest small money to get some dividends on stock. Not a bad idea. My people, Scene Flexing. What's good? What's good? Carrie Zilla says, I'm not saving. You not saving? You not saving? Nah, you gotta save something. Like I was saying before, if you drink or if you smoke, you should be saving some money. Nowadays, what? They barely have nickel bags or dime bags of weed. Everything is in the jar, so you pretty much starting at 20, 25, going up as high as 75 just for smoke. And we're not talking about that. And that's not, if you're a real smoker, you're not doing that for the whole week. You might have to do that every other day or some shit like that. Yeah, I mean, weed is really an addiction now. And it's really expensive for the good smoke. Drugs, man. Drugs. And if you smoke cigarettes, you already know. We don't even have to have this conversation. If you smoke cigarettes, you already know. Cigarettes are high as hell. And it's bad for your health. But I ain't preaching today. You live your life how you want to live. But don't tell me that you drink or smoke and that you don't have enough money to save. Because if you cut it at least in half, you would have more than enough money to save. When I stopped drinking, I saved money. Easily. Especially if you go out. When was the last time you've been to a restaurant? If you drink at a restaurant, you know that shit is expensive as hell. Most people at restaurants be bitching. Oh man, these shots is watered down. Like, how do you water down a shot? It's not necessarily watered down, but it wasn't big enough. Shot of Henny at Ruth Chris. Actually, the Ruth Chris in Philly, they give you a healthy shot. At least back in the day they did. I haven't been to Ruth Chris in years. But I remember when I used to drink, like, yo, they gave you the big shot of Henny. But you paid for it. You paid for it handsomely. It would be more lucrative to drink a bottle, not a whole bottle. Drink a little Smirnoff. You know, everything don't have to be top shelf liquor. You know what I mean? Get right with some bottom shelf, middle shelf. And then you won't have to spend so much on top shelf. Do what you got to do. You got to win out here. I'm pro win. But only having enough money to pay your bills. You know, that's a real downer. Only having enough money to pay your bills. You got to have more money than just to pay your bills. You're going to start bitching if you only have enough money to pay your bills. I only make enough money to pay my bills and I don't like that shit. I think I will start stealing and robbing and stuff. Only make enough money to pay my bills. Only make enough money to pay my bills. I said, only make enough money to pay my bills. I don't like that shit. Kinda making me wanna kill. Only make enough money to pay my bills. Only make enough money to pay my bills. Only make enough money to pay my bills. Sit back, relax, and chill. Only make enough money to get a couple of things. I don't have enough stacks, yo, I'm running back. Gotta do a little something better in my life. I ain't getting married, can't afford a wife, can't afford no kids, can't afford no chains, can't afford no car, can't afford a train, can't afford to take a little vacation. I gotta do a little something cause I'm full of frustration and I know that I can do better than this. Know that I can do it better than this. Who's with me gotta make a little more. 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 All right. Now, still, you might work at a job where you don't feel like you're making enough money. Now, you got to ask yourself, well, what am I doing working here? Why are you working at a job that doesn't pay you what you think you're worth, or at least what will keep your head above water? Why? Why? I don't know about you, but when it comes to a job, it's all about the money for me. I mean, it's cool if I get to help somebody out with whatever humanitarian efforts and all of that kind of shit, but I need to make the money. When I go in the interview, when they offer me the job, whatever I negotiate, it's about the money. It is. That's why it's called a job. Trust me, they don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about you. And if you think they really give a shit about you, be out with a health problem for a long time and see how much your job cares about you. It's not personal. It's very, very business. It's business, not personal. So I treat it the same way. So if you're working at a job, if you know that the lifestyle that you want or this lifestyle that you're living prematurely is a $70,000 lifestyle, but you're making $55,000. Well, how are you meeting it? Of course, it's going to feel like you're only making enough money to pay your bills because you're living a $70,000 lifestyle. You need to come down and really be living a $35,000 lifestyle, and then you'd have plenty of money left over. But no. You want to ball out. You want to ball out, get sick, drunk, get call out, get sick, get call out, ball out. Get sick, just call out. Can't come to work today. I still need my pay. Fridays and Mondays are not good for me. I'll be taking them days off. Yeah, and you'll see I'm running a pattern, getting rolled up, suspended. Yo, I feel like the job is about to be ended. I gotta get my shit together. Gotta go to arbitration. This shit is really bad. What kind of nation is this? You can't blame it on the Democrats. You's fucking up at the job. They don't know how to act. And it might be the drugs, the alcohol, the weed. All of that shit is not necessarily what you need. But you might feel that you need a little fix. Now you're looking kind of dope, kind of dumb. You are not the first pick. So you got to get it together. Now, one thing that a lot of people do that you can definitely do to make ends meet is to get another job. Even if you keep the job that you have currently, you might need a little part-time job, or you might need a little hustle. Something that you do on the side that you're good at, that you can market. You got to learn how to monetize what you're doing. Monetize your skills, monetize your hobbies, monetize the things that you do well. Some of y'all know how to sew. Some of y'all know how to craft. Some of y'all know how I don't know, pour drinks. You can get a part-time job, bartending. There are things that you can do, and you might not think that you have time. Well, what are you doing with your time? If you work 8 hours a day and it's not paying you enough money to pay your bills, what are you doing with the other 16 hours? You resting up for the 8? Might need, you don't have to get another full-time job. As a matter of fact, I would advise against it. Shout out to all my people out there working 2 full-time jobs, headed for burnout. Do it as long as you can. But another 4-hour job, it might get you where you need to be. If you can get a 4-hour, a little part-time job that pays you good. So you get off work at your job, 8 hours there, really 8.5 if you count in your break. And then, you might go somewhere else and work another 5 hours. That's, 5 hours with a 15-minute break. Might be a good look for you. Another couple hundred. Maybe even if it's a good part-time job, you might score another somewhere between 300 to 500 every other week. Not bad. That's what you need to get over at your first job. And if you still are in good health and you have the energy to be able to do those hours, this is the same thing as if you did overtime. Like I said, I don't suggest you work 2 full-time jobs, even though there are plenty of people who do it like it ain't nothing. TK Wright says, I spend a decent amount of money every other month on herbal supplements. It says herbal supplements, but I know what you mean. Carrie Zilla says, no, I'm a grown woman, good enough for you. Good for you, though, that you have no excuse not to have a savings account. Oh, wait. I know she ain't talking to me. See, this is what happens when I come in the middle of shit. Bone Chaser says, I know people who for real quit smoking because of how expensive that shit is. Well, if they stop smoking because of how expensive it is, then peace to them. Because I've never known anybody who stopped smoking because it was expensive. They just factored that shit right into their spending equation. Oh, he says, I do have a 401k. Can't touch it though. Okay. Regular Indian guy says, do you think taking a loan to buy a house is a bad idea? No. Buying a house is a great investment. It's the best investment you can make. Really. A lot of people look at buying a house like it's going to be expensive in the long run because you have to pay for your own repairs and things like that. But you can borrow against your house. You have equity in your house. You can use your house as a means to get other things. And you can sell your house. You can't sell an apartment. You can sublet an apartment, but what are you, in college? Nobody do that shit outside of college. A home, buying a home, taking out, would you want to buy a house outright to live in? You could you might be able to afford a fixer-upper, but a lot of people aren't really running around with cash to buy a house outright, especially in today's housing market. For example, you just happen to have 80,000, 100,000 for a fixer-upper house. That used to get you a good house, complete. Now that's a fixer-upper. It's crazy out here. All right. Oh, okay. Carrie Zilla says, I don't ever call in, but I'm underpaid. Well, there's certain things that you can do if you feel like you're underpaid. And we're gonna get into that. Hello World says just enough, just enough, just okay for the city. Living just enough for the city. It's one of my favorite songs. Da 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 da. Okay. His sister's black, but yo, she's sure enough pretty. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. TK, right? Says sorry to hear that. Carrie, what kind of work do you do? So, Carrie says, I mean, it's a poor decision I have made in the past financially. Okay. Wisdom says I started buying stuff directly from China, saving a lot of money. I work on highly paying multiple job and take risks sometimes and no job for a year. I keep learning all the time, paid all my mortgage. I hear that. That's what's up. Quality of life is important to me. And I think it should be important to everybody. And of course, quality of life isn't the same for everybody. But I think when you focus on quality of life, you have to focus financial freedom into it. Because how can you be living just from check to check or only have enough money to pay your bills and say that you have good quality of life? That's not really quality of life. It's one of the reasons that people who don't have a lot of money think that people who have a lot of money are happy all the time, even though nothing could be farther from the truth. But it seems like it because when your biggest problems are financial, when your biggest problems are your ability to be able to pay your bills, when it's quiet in your house and you hear a truck backing up and you worry that it might be the repo man to take your car or one of the utilities, one of the utility companies coming to turn off your services. That's not a good look. And I've been there. It's not a good look. There's no fun. It's one of those things that always makes you wonder how you got there. And it's one of the things that you normally pledge to fix. Oh, God. Jad Man again said, bro, this man is broke and not happy. Well, I'm not broke. And I'm always happy. And you're happy too. But I mean happy like gay. That's you. That's you. What's going on, my peoples? How you feeling? How you feeling, Mr. Softy? You all right? Seeing Flexing says quality of life super important. It is. It is. Quality of life. You gotta have some financial freedom. You got to. Look, Fern says, damn homophobia, how original. Please don't get me started on homophobia. What is homophobia? I mean, just do me one little solid. Please don't come in here with those First Amendment limiting as LGBTQ terms. There's no such thing as homophobia. The word phobia means fear. And I don't fear any damn gay person. And I don't give a shit if you're gay or not. What do I care who you have sex with? But I'll tease anybody. I don't give a fuck what you do. If you're funny looking, I'll tease you. You're a man who has sex with another man. There might be times when I tease you. No big deal. You might tease me for having sex with an ugly woman. So, if you're comfortable with yourself, you don't use words like homophobia. What is homophobia? You might scared of no game. And what I don't understand is, how is homophobia when you have something against gays? If I have something against Jews, why aren't I Jewophobic? They say, no, you're not Jewophobic, you're anti-Semitic. No, I'm not, because the Jews aren't Semitic people. But that's a whole nother story, They're really Eastern Europeans. But anyway, why aren't I Jewophobic? If I'm if I don't like dogs, why aren't I don't know, caninophobic? What the fuck is homophobic? And you need to understand the history of the word homophobia. The term was actually coined in 1970 by a Jewish gay Jewish psychologist who created the term to demonize straight people who demonize gay people. The term itself doesn't make any sense. But it's all good. It's all good. No homophobia over here. All right. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh, he must have violated. All right. Scene Flexing says gay people are cool. They leave more females for straight people to choose. No, they not, because the girls gay too. they ain't leaving nobody. They ain't leaving nobody. There are too many ways to be gay. There's only one way to be straight. They call it the LGBTQIA. That's 7 ways to be gay. You only got one way to be straight. So you could be lesbian, you could be gay, you could be bisexual, you could be, what's the LGBT, trans, Q queer, which I haven't figured that one out. And what's the LGBTQ queer IA? What's the I in the A? Some new shit. What up, Shaw? Thanks for coming through. All right, let's look up what the IA is. Prepare yourself. What is the IA in LGBTQIA? Okay, let me see. I stands for intersex. I stands for intersex. Then what's the A? Hold on, because they keep adding on extra letters. All right. Oh, A is asexual. Come on, man. Asexual. So that means you don't even have sex. You might like somebody, but you ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of gay, but we ain't doing it though. We can hold hands. All right, fuck all that. Let's talk about this money shit. Carrie Zilla says, Jewophobia. I'm trying to tell you. That's why the whole term homophobia, for years I've been telling people like, yo, stop letting them fuck. Listen, You're only homophobic when they can take away your money. You're not homophobic on the streets. But everybody has gay people in their family and all that kind of shit. They don't goddamn homophobia. Just because you don't agree with their lifestyle or how they do things, that doesn't make you phobic. So the idea, the idea behind homophobia is that you fear those feelings in yourself, and that's why you come at them sideways. I'm like, oh, you sure? If you don't want to be like a gorilla, are you gorilla phobic? Are you primatophobic? All right. So working at a job, not making enough cash, barely have enough money to put in the stash, and it's making you feel bad every time you get paid. You feel like I'm not worthy of being the best that I can. I don't understand how come it's going down like that, man. And it's not a good look. I feel like I got hit with a good book. And I maybe need to read, but I know that I'm in need, and I feel like that's getting cut and making me bleed. And I gotta do something to make the ends meet better than they were before. So I'm going on tour, looking for a better job. Hit the internet, yeah, Indeed.com. Yeah, I better get a better pay, better situation, better life, better job, better kids, better wife. Not to throw the other ones away, but we all have to elevate our shit, have something to say and something to give. What better way to live? Do you understand? Gotta be positive. Don't make enough money. Only make enough money to pay your bills. Only make enough money to pay your bills. Is it even true? Because, like, perception is sometimes as strong as reality. I don't like the term when they say perception is reality, because it's not. You can perceive yourself to be a lot of things, or you can perceive a situation to be a lot of ways, and it doesn't make it that way. It doesn't make it that way at all. So when you start talking about your perception is your reality, that's like when people say that's your truth. What do you mean is my truth? It's either the truth or it's not. It's not my truth. It's either the truth or it's a lie. It's either the truth or it's a lie. So when people say perception is stronger than reality, or your perception is your reality, I'm like, nah, you need to check yourself on that. You need to check yourself on that. If we're talking about your financial situation, your perception might be that you only make enough money to cover your expenses. But you're not taking into account that you are making your expenses increase more and more and more. Eyes bigger than your stomach. Your desires are bigger than your wallet and your bank accounts. You got to put away a little mattress money. Got to put away a little mattress money. Stuff a little. Listen, you put away. I don't care if you put away $50 every pay. You're not going to miss that $50. I can guarantee you will not miss that $50. But that $50 will start adding up. I would say $50 a week times 52 weeks. What we got? Get this handy dandy calculator. Where's the handy dandy calculator? I use that shit enough. Oh, there it goes. All right. 50 times 52. 2,600. So you have $2,600 left for yourself at the end of a year. It beats having nothing. It beats having nothing. It's actually not bad. You know, if you celebrate Christmas, you got a pretty good Christmas right there. 2,600. You know, they grown. Get some good gifts for that. Get some pretty good gifts for that. Oh, okay. So, yeah, put away a little something. You're not going to miss that $50. You're not even going to think about it because that's the money that you spend on hot dogs, potato chips, meal deals. Shit. Speaking of meal deals, if you eat fast food, you see how expensive fast food is these days. What we doing? What up? We look alike. He said, "Old head, what's good?" I'm meal plan. Shoot, I've been bringing my lunch to work since 2010. Like, look, that eating out. You look at breakfast. Let's say in the morning, you get one of those expensive ass coffees. That's $3-4, and then you get like a breakfast sandwich or something like that. That's going to be what, between $5 and $7. So you are creeping up somewhere between $10 and $15 a day just on breakfast. And this is the money that people who make good money don't even think about. $12 here, breakfast, $15, $20 lunch every day. So every day you are subtracting somewhere between $20, $35 a day. Breakfast and lunch. Well, how much is that a month? I'm sorry. Forget a month. How much is that a week? Let's say you breakfast, lunch, and maybe a couple of snacks. I'm going to lowball it. I mean, we're not going to go high. Let's say $20. $20. A day? A day. What are we looking at the end of the week? $100. 5 times 20, $100. What are we looking at for a month? $400. There's your savings. You just ate it up. Fast food, food trucks. $400 a month. $400 a month times 12, $4,800 a year. All in your belly. All in your belly. If you brought your lunch or whatever, and maybe make your own coffee, you could probably do that for at least half of it, right? Maritza Allberg, thanks for coming through. We are talking about only making enough money to pay your bills. That's what we're talking about. Only making enough money to pay your bills. What a situation. Feeling like you only make enough money to pay your bills. It's not a good, it doesn't feel good, because when you feel like you're only making enough money to pay your bills, at some point you're probably going to rebel against paying the bills with all your money. So, you know, when you have an opportunity to have an outing, I don't know, go to a club, go to a restaurant, whatever, more than likely you're going to say, you know what, the hell with the bills this time. I'll pay a little bit on it, get on the payment plan, or skip it this month, do it next month, because you're going to take unfair advantage of this outing that you had, because you're just so frustrated that you feel like it's going to increase your quality of life if you go out here and spend this $500 on this meal or on this outing. It could be anything. It could be an amusement park. It could be, I don't know, I don't know, line dance lessons, what do they call that shit? Sipping paint, some shit like that. So you don't want to get yourself in the position where you feel like you're always just working to pay your bills, where you feel like you don't have any money to play around with, any money left over, no fun money. But here's another thing. Have you factored your fun into your monthly expenses? Because sometimes we do that. We say that we only have enough money to cover our bills, but we factored smoking, drinking, tricking, gambling. We kind of factored all of that into our monthly expenses. Those are not outliers anymore. But it has an effect on whether you really are only making enough money to pay your bills. That's the thing. That's the team. Carrie Zilla says, I live in the country, seriously. Okay, that's cool. Marissa says, well, she asked, okay, talking about the cost of food and how to save. Basically, yeah, pretty much. Carrie says, laughing my ass off, line dancing. Hey, this is a good, healthy activity. And, you know, it's a good way to meet people, form camaraderie. People like line dancing. Carrie says, yeah, I won't stop buying bud. Okay. I only gamble on Michigan football. Well, there was a time that was a pretty good gamble. Well, yeah, I don't gamble. I like to gamble, but I can't gamble on sports. I need to know what you're going to do. If I'm playing cards or if I'm shooting dice, at least I know I have some control over how this thing is going to go. If I'm counting on you to make this touchdown or get these yards, I'm like, no. You can't go out on injury and then injure my pockets. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Watch the Phillies get their ass whooped today. They led the league all season long to go out like this. They look like straight bums. They lost 7-2 to the Mets. They barely won that last game where they tied up the series. I'm like, this is a nightmare. The bats went cold. But yeah, when you have factored the non-bills into your actual bills, you may actually have more money to play around with than you think you do. But little things, like I said, if you check the apps on your phone, you'll see where a lot of your money is going. You check the apps on your phone, you see where a lot of your money is going. And you know when you know it's bad? I'll tell you when it's bad. It's bad when you go to the ATM to take out some money and you know how they ask you if you want your balance. You know it's bad when you press no, like, nope. I don't want to know. 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 All I know is that I'm deep in the red and I feel like the things that you said are coming at my neck little respect, and I don't have enough zeros on my check. I need more. I need at least 7 more. Because right now I'm in the red, not for sure. I think that it's going bad, and every time I get paid payday, and I'm feeling mad. You should be feeling glad when you get the check, but you can't do that because you done came at your own neck. I don't know. I don't know. 7 more what? 7 more zeros on the check. I'm talking 7 figures. It would be nice to get a 7-figure check, right? You know, it would be nice. It should be a goal to achieve. Phil Holland was good. What, weed is legal in your state? I mean, it's legal in most states now. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you have to smoke it. I mean, alcohol is legal in all states. I don't mean you have to drink it. But all things in moderation. I mean, who am I to tell you what to do? But if it's taken away from your ability to be able to pay your bills or have money left over, I know for me, it would have to go. Like, yo, you are pulling this train back. This is a bad caboose. But all things in moderation. If you get a zip, you know, you smoke a whole zip, you know what I mean? In a way you're saving, and in a way you're overspending. But that might be the thing that's keeping you with only enough money to pay your bills. But I can't say, only you know. Only you know for sure. Says, no, it affects my account like that. Okay. Phil Holler says, what do you do for the 7-figure check? I don't know. I don't have a 7-figure check. I don't know. When I get one, best believe I will reveal and not conceal. Promise. Scout's honor. Cross my heart. When I get the 7-figure check. Right now, should I take a 3 or 4 figure check in a heartbeat if it's an extra check? If it's an extra check, Carrie says, are you a preacher? Hell no. Hell no. I'm not qualified for none of that. I just figured if we talk about these kind of things, we can come up with more ideas. We can exchange ideas, reasonings, and things like that, and maybe improve ourselves. Carrie said, you give good advice. Well, I appreciate that. But, you know, Marissa says, you're no preacher yet. I'm never going to be a preacher. And be a preacher, you have to be religious. And when you're religious and a preacher, that means that you're going to be taking money that you don't really deserve. And I doubt that I could ever do that. Spiritually, it just doesn't jive with me. It just doesn't jive with me. Imagine me having a church, a no tithing church. No tithes. No tithes. We don't pay no tithes around here. That shit is crazy. You know what I mean? We only interested in keeping the lights on, the water running, the heat going. You know what I mean? No. Ain't no building fund. We ain't stealing no money around here. They ain't stealing no money. The Lord doesn't tell you to give 10%. That was a man telling you to do that shit. But anyway, but there are always little things that you can do to put a couple of more dollars in your pocket. And like I said, monetizing your skills. If you know how to sew, if you know how to cook, bake. A lot of people have baking skills. You know, you might have a favorite dish. Like my sister, she makes this cheesecake sweet potato pie. She makes it around the holidays every year, and this shit is fucking on fire. Cheesecake sweet potato pie, or is it sweet potato cheesecake? Whatever it is, that shit's good. And people ask her to make that shit every Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so she sells a few, but that's when you could tell that somebody is making enough money, because she don't be wanting to do it. Like, no, it's so much trouble and blah, blah. I'm like, you get paid? Because those pies are worth, like, I ain't gonna lie, I would pay 25, 30 for that pie. That thing is, it's like addictive tasting. But those are things that you can do to make a couple of dollars. Everybody has a dish that is famous. Well, I shouldn't say everybody, because some people just really can't cook. But even people who really can't cook, I've seen people who don't cook all that well still make money off of cooking. I've seen it. You know, it might be a one-off. You know, they'll find another sucker. Wisdom says, Lord doesn't pay our bills, but he guides you to be a good person. We have pros and cons in all religions. Listen, I don't disrespect or speak against any religion. But I do have something to say about religious practices, or so-called religious practices. And unfortunately, whether we like it or not, every church, synagogue, mosque, temple is a business. Each and every last one of them. It's a fact that they don't like you to concentrate on, but somehow I can't escape it. All right. Actunify, what's good? He says, hi, I'm roasting a potato I grew. One time for the roast potato. Carrie says, sounds yummy. I can cook. I grew up with Italians. That's what's up. Can all Italians cook? I mean, let them tell it. Let them tell it. They be killing it. More tomato sauce. Pasta, tomato sauce. It's so good. But yeah, you can, a little hustle on the side. Man, some people have, monetized their little hustle, or should I say monetize their gift or their skill, and they've really made a lot of money, to the point where some of them have made more. How many of y'all know people who make so much money on their little side job or their little hustle job, and you wonder why they work at their regular job, and they tell you something like, yeah, because I need the health insurance, and you like, what? Oh, is it just me? Is it just me who looks at people sideways when they have an opportunity to control their own destiny, but they work for somebody else because of benefits? I'm like, benefits? What greater benefit is there than pay? What greater benefit is there in life than pay? But starting your own business and not having that safety net of that check every 2 weeks scares the bejesus out of somebody. I just had the bejesus scared out of me. Yo, if I go into business for myself, I won't. What happens if I get sick? What happens if I twist an ankle? What happens if I really, really have a bad hangnail, break a nail, or if the heel on my shoe breaks? There won't be no 401k retirement today. I'm just going to fall all by the wayside, and I can't reside. I need to go inside. Got to pay for the roof over the inside. I don't know. Okay. Kermit Sanchez says, that's what I do. My old ass 1993 Corolla. Okay. What do you do with your what do you do with your 1993 Corolla? A 205 says Italians know their food. Oh yeah. No fight. No fight over here. I ain't mad at no 93 Corolla. Shoot, I got a 96 Toyota Avalon. First generation Avalon. Shit is running. Can't be stopped. You know, them Toyota engines, 200,000, 300,000, 400, they don't care. Long as it works. But yeah. So, you know, you can have a little hustle on the side. You can have a situation where you're making some extra money. Extra money is extra money. I don't know. Even with this, you know, with this channel, whenever I get paid off of this, it feels so good. I feel like, oh God, this is the greatest thing on earth. When I work my regular job, when I get that check, I already expect that check. You might even say I take it for granted because it's not really what I want to do. This is really what I want to do. So even though I don't make enough money doing this to be able to quit my job, but it feels good. It's like, yo, yeah. And that good feeling that you get from your side hustle might be the thing that acts as a springboard to make you go harder. It could happen. It could very, very, very well happen. Hold on. Carmen Sanchez says, I just got it for $100 and I fixed it for $90 and it's going for sale for $3,000. 1993 Corolla station wagon. I ain't mad at that. You bought it for $100, fixed it for $90? What the hell? What did you do? Get in a time capsule and go back to 1982? The hell? How'd you do that? So in 82, you had a 93. Not bad. Wisdom says, I agree, son. The church business is the worst kind because it doesn't just cheat you out of money. It betrays your trust. When faith becomes a commodity, it's the most harmful trade of all. I mean, at some point, you have to start thinking more in terms of, I just don't understand. I don't understand how the focus can be so much on money in church or any kind of spirituality or whatever, when that's the very thing that every God preaches against. Like, I don't know. I don't know. What do they call it? Prosperity preaching? No, prosperity. Some shit. Prosperity. For some reason, I want to say prosperity preaching, but that's not it. Prosperity sermons, that's not it. Prosperity doctrine, I don't know. Talking about the churches that talk about if you give so much money, if you give, the more you give, the more you'll receive back, because God is going to bless you if you bless me first, then God is going to bless you. I'm like, well, what did he tell you? That's what I want to know, preacher. That's what I want to know, pastor. If God is telling me, if God is telling me that if I give to y'all, then I will get more back, what did God tell you? What did God tell you? Because it sounds like we all have to give. And it's time for you to stop pulling up the rear. Make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Make sure you hit the like button, please. That's all I need you to do when you come through. Hit the like button ×2. No, because if you hit it twice, that'll turn it off. I just want you to hit the like button soft. or mash it hard. Hit it, slam it, mash it. Make sure you hit it, stash it. Likes is all I'm looking for. That's all I'm asking for. No money. We're not selling nothing tonight. Homelander. Thoughts on bestiality? I think it's for beasts. Fucked around, bit my lip. The fuck. My thoughts on bestiality is that it's for beasts. Cat on cat, dog on dog, monkey on monkey, giraffe on giraffe. I have no problem with bestiality as long as it stays with beasts. Once you start bringing human beings into it, I have nothing to say good or positive about bestiality. However, I will pet a dog or a cat. I hope I'm not going too far. Kermit Sanchez says, savage times in California call for savage measures. Even when you have to pay $3 to enter the junkyard and take what you need to thrive. Okay. Scene Flexing says all money through those places is tax-free. Yes, it is. And that lets you know that it's a business. So basically, they going wholesale. All right. What the hell is going on here? I don't know. Am I cutting in and out? Because I'm seeing some weird things going on with the chat. Kermit says, I do go to church on Sundays. I'm not a saint at all. I'm no saint at all. I give my special bills and coins to the offering. It's mostly why I ask for special coins and bills. Okay. If it makes you feel good, I don't have a problem with it. Tonight, we're talking about only making enough money to pay your bills, because that's not a favorable situation to most people. Most people would like to have money left over to go shopping, to, save, or, do some fun things. There's nothing in the world like fun money. I love having fun money. Rainy day money. New alternator. Goddamn transmission broke down money. I like having money left over to be able to do that, or on hand to be able to do that kind of stuff. And I can't do that if I'm barely making it from one check to another. And I try to save more than I spend. It doesn't always work out, but I try hard. I try to save way more than I spend. I don't like new bills. I try not to create any new bills. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, I try not to. Actunify says, I didn't turn off, so keep double tapping. Okay. Kermit says, once you are inside, then you can stuff it in your waist and skip the line at checkout. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Ah, man. Okay. But yeah, only making enough money to pay your bills. No, you getting monetized your skills or your hobbies or whatever. Shoot. What are some of the hustles that people started doing when they were young? I know when I was young, we used to hang out at the supermarket and carry groceries to people's cars, load up their cars with the groceries. Working on tips was good money. There used to be a such thing as a paper route. Back in the days when there was a such thing as a paper boy. I don't think they have a paper boy anymore. Shoot, do they even have a paper? Forget about a paper boy. Is there a paper? Well, those were good hustles. Those were good hustles at the time. We was winning. I see the young people now selling water and stuff in the summertime. I don't know what they do in the wintertime. But people normally like to see children out there making a couple of dollars, and people are normally very supportive of that, which is a good look. Which is a very, very good look. But as an adult, in order to keep from having to live from check to check or only making enough money to pay your bills, you're going to have to get more creative with your ability to generate an income, extra money, extra income. So you do something well. I have a friend of mine online, and she went to college and stuff, got her bachelor's degree, got her master's, and she started teaching people how to write well, creative writing. So if you ever wanted to write a book or you wanted to improve your writing skills or whatever, she started teaching people how to do it. And she makes a lot of money. I don't even know if she has a regular job anymore. But she makes a lot of money with that creative writing thing. And she's providing a valuable service and making her own way. So if she has another job, if she has a 9-to-5 job or whatever, this creative writing thing is doing the damn thing. I read some of the testimonies like, yo, she obviously knows what she's doing very well. So, you know. Marissa says, I had to hustle at McDonald's and Burger King. Okay. Fast food as a youngin'? Hello World says, Phil a job used to, oh, you're from Philly. Cool. Phil a job used to help out with the school clothes as a young boy. Yeah, sure did. Phil a job. You know, I never had a Phil a job because I had another job. Phil a job was like only for the summer. I was like, nah, man, I gotta get paid. But I worked at City Blue. So you know, I mean, I was doing all right. My senior year was set. So, but yeah, Philly job that was a good look. And you know what? It was also a good look, not just for the job, but it was a good look for networking. You met a lot of people when you was doing your Philly job. And for the people who don't know what a Philly job is, we live in Philadelphia. So there used to be a program for teenagers called Philly Job, where during the summer breaks, they provided employment for you at various places, basically working for the city. And, you know, it was a good way to make some money during the summer. You know, because more than likely, if you had a Philly job, you probably tried to work somewhere else after the semester started, after school started. And that's good. It's great training for adulthood. Great training. I think you had to be 15 or 16 years old. Wisdom says, thinks about investing in yourself. First, meaning learning new stuff learn new stuff all the time. Use AI for help. Answers to job problems, mainly IT jobs. Say no to stressful and low paid jobs. Take no job risk. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Not bad at all. Carrie Zilla says, I should make pasta lunches. Sure should. Why not? Kermit Sanchez says, I used to steal liquor bottles and sell them at the college, anything that's possible to sell. And that's true. Well, that's what a hustler does. He finds something and sells something, even if he has to create it. Shoot. Yeah, I'm definitely pro hustle. I might be more pro hustle than anything else. All right, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. We about to do this thing. Let me make my words clear. Yeah, we had a nice time tonight. Now we do these birthday shout outs and turn out the lights. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. We always normally go 2 hours, but now we got enough power. I think we put enough fuel in the tank. And for everybody who came through tonight, I'd like to thank you in advance. Yo, thanks for coming on by. I appreciate y'all coming through. Commentary fly. All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 9th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business. October 8th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Sandra Williams, happy birthday to you. And also Lita Shavine, Loving Mind Right, happy birthday. And also Paulina C. Young and Nashay Alice and my girl Cheryl Price, happy birthday to you. And what's this? I'm sorry. Yeah, Nilsa Nunez, happy birthday. And my man Gene Shogun Morris, happy birthday to you, my brother. And last but not least, Margaret Stiletto. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious October 8th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, Yo. Living from check to check is not what you want. Yeah, you get your check in your hand and you feel fronted on. But you want it on. You took the job, so you shouldn't have to be out there stealing and robbing. And you shouldn't be jealous of the next man because he makes more money and you know that you can. And maybe you feel like the cards was not in your favor, but you can make just as much money as your neighbor. And you can have a car in your driveway, the nice house, 2-car garage. Yo, it's like a barrage of ideas that come into your mind. You got to get creative in order to find another way to make a little money today, but you gotta make a little bit more money today. The economy is all in disarray. It's kind of crazy, but that shit don't have nothing to do with your pockets. So just rock it. Get out there and show yourself and make sure that you keep your health straight because your wealth will not increase if you real sick. So you gotta do this thing right now to hit the lick. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, 2 a.m. with another Daily Go Get 'Emism show. So make sure y'all come through. Hit the like button, share the show. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. All right, so Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, You know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobas. So I can take off my uniform. I'm good, soft and warm like the quiet storm. Let me take y'all necklace off of y'all. You got the cow bones. Yeah, that's how we ball. All right, y'all. So have a good night. See y'all tomorrow night. Oh, look at that. Let me see. Moderator says, this the dude who thinks he knows it all, talks just to hear himself talk, and is his own biggest fan. I bet he never wrong either. Well, I don't know. I wasn't talking to myself when you got here. There are more people in here than you. You got here late. So I bet you one thing, you won't be hearing me talk in a few seconds. So thanks for coming through, but I don't know. Cheryl Halsey, thanks for coming through. Eli Rodriguez, thanks for coming through. Check the respect, hit the deck, driver Lex. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. All right, so we're gonna get up out of here. All right, y'all. Peace.